Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
They are the worst of the worst, and out of the top 20 most dangerous intersections in the entire state, 17 of them are here in Metro Detroit. Good evening, everybody. I'm Karen Drew, in for Kimberly Gill.
And I'm Devin Skillian. That number includes the #1 worst in the entire state. For more on where that is, we bring in Mara McDonald. I'll give a little of it away by telling you she's live in Macomb County tonight. Mara.
Hi, Devin. You're right. We are on the border here of Warren and Centerline in what the data says is the worst, which is the ever busy 696 11 Mile at Van Dyke Interchange. According to state police crash data, the 696 Van Dyke and 11 Mile intersection is the worst of the worst, with 207 total crashes and 41 injuries. Now, ask anybody who drives it regularly.
It wouldn't surprise me at all because it just backs up. The right lane is crazy. I always would take the back way because I worked at Dana, and there's a back road there, and you can go right down that back road and get right on the service drive just the same. Just because people are crazy there.
The second on the list can't even compete when it comes to crash data, with 126 wrecks and 30 injuries, and that's in Redford Township at Schoolcraft and Telegraph Roads. Now, rounding out the top 5, they're all in Metro Detroit. At number 3, it's Martin Parkway and Pontiac Trail in Commerce Township. Number 4 takes you back into Macomb and Sterling Heights at 18.5 Mile and Van Dyke. It's a roundabout.
It's so much going on at one time, and you're trying to stay focused on where you're going, but you have to watch for both sides traffic and the oncoming traffic. So it's just too much going on, I think.
And number 5 is Telegraph and 12 Mile in Southfield. Back here live, if you'd like to see the entirety of the top 20, 17 of which are in Metro Detroit, all you have to do is head on over to clickondetroit.com. We've got it all up. We're live in Warren tonight. I'm Mara McDonald. Local 4.
Be forewarned. All right, Mara.
City of Wayne is once again warning residents about elevated lead levels in the water. And because of the results, health officials spent the day handing out free water filters and giving blood tests to residents. Jacqueline Francis was there and has more on how this all works.
Elevated lead levels in the city of Wayne is nothing new. We first learned of this in 2021, and since then the city has been regularly testing the water. And we also got to be there as one resident got her blood tested for lead levels for the very first time. Take a look.
I want to know what our water is all about.
This is Raquel, a City of Wayne resident concerned about elevated lead levels in the water. The most recent tests from the city showed more than 10% of homes had lead levels over 15 parts per billion, which is considered action level.
The health of my kids, my grandkids that come over, it weighs heavily on my mind.
For that reason, Raquel stopped in to grab a free water filter Wednesday.
So here is the faucet now.
The Wayne County Health Department setting up shop, giving them away to city residents who are pregnant, have kids, or can't otherwise afford one. While most people came for the filter, Raquel took it one step further, getting a finger poke, allowing the officials on site to test her blood for lead. It only took a few minutes to get the results. She tested in the low range, between 0 and 3.3 micrograms per deciliter, meaning no further action was needed. A big relief.
I'm feeling a lot better because I worry about it all the time.
She sees knowledge as power, which is why she'll continue to monitor her lead levels and take precautions at home.
I'm going to be happy about the filter that they provided, because I even cook with bottled water, so that's important to me.
She encourages other residents to do the same, saying the finger poke was well worth it.
It wasn't bad. It doesn't hurt. It takes a couple minutes, and it's better to be safe than sorry.
About 60 people came out to take advantage of getting that free water filter. Those resources are still available. You can go to the Wayne County Health Department's website for more information. Reporting in Wayne, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
All right, Jacqueline. Residents in Macomb County are a step closer to having their drinking water back. Parts of Macomb County. That's after the first round of water quality samples came back clear. So in 24 hours since that first sample, a second round will be tested. And depending on those results, the water would be considered safe to drink. But as of tonight, at this hour, Chesterfield Township, Lenox Township, Macomb Township, City of Rochester, and the Village of New Haven, those 5 all still under a boil water advisory.
We are waiting to learn what charges are being filed after a shootout between 2 families in Macomb County. It all started after a child custody hearing over in Mount Clemens. Family members of one of the parents were unhappy with the outcome and then got into a fight on Gratiot Avenue. That's when bullets started flying. One person was shot in the arm, another was grazed in the head. A nearby car dealership and restaurant were also damaged in that chaos. As of tonight, at least one person has been arrested, and anyone who saw what happened is asked to call police.
Windsor police make a major drug bust near the border. Investigators raided a downtown dispensary and found a serious stash of magic mushrooms. A 22-year-old employee is in custody tonight, but the owner of the shop still wanted right now by police. The illegal drugs have a street value, we're told, of about $36,000. They were seized as part of an investigation. We're told it came from a tip from a concerned community member, and that sparked the entire investigation.
An activist group is looking to stop Wayne State University's use of dogs in its medical research. The Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine says it delivered petitions with over 100,000 signatures calling for the end of institutions' use of live dogs in heart and hypertension experiments. Back in 2022, Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel pushed the state to increase oversight in how animals are treated in medical research. We did reach out to Wayne State University for comment on the petition effort. We have not heard back yet. Warren Mayor Jim Fouts is not leaving the mayor's office without a fight.
Early today, we learned he filed a federal civil rights lawsuit against the Warren City Council, the Warren Election Commission, the city clerk, and the Macomb County clerk. Fouts claims his civil rights are being violated because his name has been excluded from the ballot ahead of next week's election. In 2020, though, as we've reported, voters in Warren approved term limits, which bar Fouts from running again, something he attempted to fight. He's already lost in Michigan's Court of Appeals. As of right now, the top 2 vote getters in Tuesday's primary would advance to the November 7th election. We'll follow the suit. Also, in less than 24 hours and for the 3rd time in less than 4 months, former President Trump will appear in court as a criminal defendant.
This time for his alleged actions to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. Trump is now formally accused of leading a conspiracy in a bid to hang on to power after losing the election. Special counsel Jack Smith's prosecutors say it all was a criminal scheme that ended with January 6th.
The Department of Justice has remained committed to ensuring accountability for those criminally responsible for what happened that day. This case is brought consistent with that commitment.
Trump's defense team says tonight the former president still believes he won and was acting on what his lawyers had told him at the time. Trump is expected to arrive at the courthouse tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
In the meantime, former Vice President Mike Pence is weighing in on the new indictment against Trump by offering some of his strongest condemnation yet of Trump's decisions around January 6th.
I want the American people to know that I had no right to overturn the election. And then on that day, President Trump asked me to put him over the Constitution. But I chose the Constitution, and I always will.
Since leaving office, Mike Pence has become increasingly critical of Donald Trump, but has never commented on the merits of the charges the former president is facing. The long, hot days of summer taking their toll at the gas pump. Experts say the recent heat wave across the South has slowed refinery production in the Gulf Coast, and that is leading to higher prices when you fill up.
So according to AAA, the national average for gas prices stood at about $3.80 today. That's up 22 cents than just 1 month ago.
Closer to home, Wallett's faring much better. The state average for a gallon of regular $3.65. Prices actually came down from just yesterday, and compared to a year ago, prices much lower from then.
New tonight, the FDA is warning users of a popular birth control pill that their effectiveness maybe reduced. Lupin, the maker of Tide Me birth control pills, said it was recalling the drug due to reduced levels of ascorbic acid, also an unidentified impurity. The company says those two issues could impact the pill's effectiveness. Effective pills have expiration dates of January or September of 2024. The FDA says if you are impacted, continue taking the pills, but as soon as you can, contact your doctor for an alternative.